Welcome back to Weighing In. We are looking at the 285-pound weight class, and full disclosure, we usually shoot these in weight class order. By the time we get to heavyweight, we're usually pretty tired. But now, guys, I'm excited. I'm excited for heavyweight. I'm excited to watch it unfold in Atlantic City. I think it's completely wide open. So many of these wrestlers could win. So, Joe, I guess let's start with the favorite, Kevin Wilkins.
Yeah, Kevin Wilkins from St. Joe's Montvale has to be the favorite. He's the highest returning placer at that weight, and he was second at the Beast at 285. He only lost twice this season. Once was in the Beast finals, and another was on a throw in the first period. He got pinned by Warren Hill's Andrew Pacheco. He's going to Rutgers to play football. He's got a big body, and what I like about him is he doesn't put himself in a lot of risky situations. He doesn't put himself in a position to give up an easy takedown. So to beat Wilkins, you're going to have to beat him in the ultimate tiebreaker.
Yeah, James, let's talk about some of the guys who should have a shot at beating Wilkins. Let's look at that bottom bracket.
Yeah, I mean, just to preface this, I talked with a coach at Regions this past weekend. He said, heavyweight's a totally different world. You can have the best kid, the best prepared kid, and it just doesn't matter. Sometimes, flip of the coin, things don't go your way. I think Steven Johnson from Bound Brook, Region 5 champion, is a guy you really have to take a look at. Strong schedule. He's battled injuries this year, but he seems to be healthy. Also, a guy like Noah Merritt. He was our state's top-ranked heavyweight going into Region 1 before he lost to Pacheco of Warren Hills in the final. A very capable guy. He's a guy who he can get a takedown if he needs it. Those are two guys I think could really maybe push Wilkins down low.
Yeah, if you look at that bottom part of the bracket, I think somebody that I really look to do well is Andrew Stevens of Camden. He's somebody who it's kind of been a sleeper this season. He's been ranked in the top 8 pretty much all year, but people are really paying attention to him now. I spent a lot of time with him, and we'll have a story coming out this week. His 100th victory was his region final, his region championship. He is the first wrestler in Camden history to ever win 100 matches, and this is somebody with a non-stop motor who keeps going and going. We spent an hour just a week ago riding around Camden looking for a place for him to run to get his third workout in the day. Somebody who never stops, and it's a great story, and I'm looking forward to him doing well. Since we're talking about undefeated wrestlers, let's go to the top bracket. Let's talk about Nick Lachelle.
Lachelle from Hanover Park. Coming into this season, I really felt like he was maybe a front runner to win the title. He's a guy like Wilkins who really gears his offense towards a lot of low-risk stuff. But in order for him to reach the final, he's going to have to get through St. Peter's Armand Cox. Now, Armand was a 3-time region champ this past year at heavyweight, but the previous 2 years at 220. He's a stud football player. That's probably going to be his path in the future. But there's something to be said for these guys that are 220, 230, these lighter guys with a better gas tank that are a little quicker. So I think, he's a top seed. I think he could do some damage.
Yeah, James, we're looking at the top bracket now. Who are some guys who you think could come out of that?
I definitely think Mark Tomanek of Delaware Valley is a guy to watch. He had a tough bout in the semifinals of Region 5 against Notre Dame. Stefanos Carpentonis lost. Was able to wrestle back for third. He's a guy who beat Pacheco once this year, and he had a close loss to the BC recruit Merritt as well in the Hunter Warren Sussex tournament. I think he's a guy who maybe is flying under the radar but could make some noise. Yeah,
now I think it's time for us to look at, I don't necessarily want to call them sleepers, but other guys who we think could really make noise.
I've got my eye on Zachary Suarez from New Milford. He had an older brother who was a great heavyweight, and I see a lot of that stuff in him. He had a big win over Bergen Catholic's Connor O'Brien, who was ranked for a good part of the year, and I think he could do some damage.
All right, guys, our final weight class, our final picks. You know what? We talked about this before. Give me your semifinal and your champion. Your final and your champion.
Final and champion. I think we're going to see a Pacheco-Wilkins final.
All right. Joe?
I'm going to have to agree. I think both Pacheco and Wilkins could get to the final, but to pick my champ, I'm going to have to go with Kevin Wilkins from St. Joe's. He's been there, he has experience, and I think he won't let his nerves get the best of him.
James, who's your champion?
I'll echo what Joe said. I think Wilkins will avenge that loss and win the state title.
All right, guys, there you have it for 285. If you stayed with us the whole time, thanks for watching. If you just watched this one, thanks for watching. And that does it for Weighing In.